Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate 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 Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayanam Namaskrutyam
Naranjaiva Narottamam
Naranjaiva Narottamam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswatinyasam
Tato Jayamudiraye
Tato Jayamudiraye
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavate Uttamasloke
Bhagavate Uttamasloke
Bhaktin Bhavadir Naistiki
Bhaktin Bhavati Naistaki
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Nandagopakumaraya
Nandagopakumaraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees for the morning Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. Today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 7, text number 28 and 29. The canto name is The Cosmic Manifestation and the chapter name is Scheduled Incarnations with Specific Functions. Please repeat the sloka behind me. Yat vai vraje vraja-paśūn viṣatoya-pītān.
Yadvai vraje vraja-paśūn viṣatoya-pītān.
Pālāṁ tu ajīvayad anugraha-dṛṣṭi-vṛṣṭyā.
Pālāṁs ajīvayad anugraha-dṛṣṭi-vṛṣṭyā.
tac-chuddhaye ti-viṣa-vīrya-vilola-jihvam.
tac-chuddhaye ti-viṣa-vīrya-vilola-jihvam.
uccāṭayiṣyad uragaṁ viharan hradinyām.
uccāṭayiṣyad uragam viharan
Word by word
hradinyām.
meaning, please repeat behind me. Yat,
Yat,
one who,
one who,
why,
why,
certainly,
certainly,
vraje,
vraje,
at Vṛndāvana,
at Vṛndāvana,
vraja-paśūn,
vraja-paśūn,
the animals thereof,
the animals thereof,
viṣa-toya,
viṣa-toya,
poisoned water,
poisoned water,
pītān,
pītān,
those who drunk,
those who drank,
pālān,
pālān,
the cowherd men,
the cowherd men,
too,
too,
also,
also,
ajīvayad,
ajīvayat,
brought to life,
brought to life,
anugraha-dṛṣṭi,
anugraha-dṛṣṭi,
merciful glance,
merciful glance,
vṛṣṭyā,
vṛṣṭyā,
by the showers of
by the showers of
tat,
tac,
that,
that,
śuddhaye,
śuddhaye,
for purification,
for purification,
ati,
ati,
exceedingly,
exceedingly,
viṣa-vīrya,
viṣa-vīrya,
highly potent poison,
highly potent poison,
vilola,
vilola,
lurking,
lurking,
jihvam, one who has such a tongue,
one wears such a tongue,
uccāṭayiṣyad,
uccāṭayiṣyad,
severely punished,
severely punished,
uragam,
uragam,
unto the snake,
and
to the snake,
viharan,
viharan,
taking it as a pleasure,
taking it as a pleasure,
hradinyām,
hradinyām,
in the river.
in the
in the
river.
river.
Translation, please repeat beginning me the translation. Translation purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charana Vandesi Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Then also,
Then also,
when the cowherd boys
when the
when the
cowherd
cowherd boys
and their animals
and their
and their
animals
animals
drank the poisoned water
drank the poisoned water
of the river Yamuna,
of the
of the
river
river
Yamunā,
and after the Lord
and after
and
the
after the
Lord
Lord
in his childhood
in his childhood
revived them
revived them
by his merciful glance,
by
by his
his
merciful
merciful
glance,
glance,
just to purify the water
just to
purify
purify the water
of the river Yamuna,
of
of
the
the river
river
Yamunā.
Yamunā.
he jumped into it
He jumped into it
as if playing
as
as
if
if
playing
playing
and chastised the
and
and
chastised
chastised the
venomous Gaudiya snake
venomous snake
which was lurking there.
which was lurking there,
Its tongue
its
emitting waves of poison.
emitting wings
waves
of
of poison.
Who can perform
who can
Perform
such Herculean tasks
such
such
help
Herculean tasks,
but the Supreme Lord?
but the Supreme Lord.
29, sloka 29. Please repeat again me. Tat karma divyam jivayan nisayanam
tat karma
Karma
divyam
divyam
nivayam nishyanam
niyashyayanam
davagnina suchivane paridyam tvadyamane
Davagnina suchivane paridaryamane
unnasyati vrajam ato avistantakalam
Unnasyati vrajam ato avishantakalam
netre pidapya subalo anadigamya viryaha.
netre pidapya sabalo digamya
Word by word meaning. Please repeat again me. Tat, that,
that
karma,
karma
activity,
activity
divyam,
divyam
superhuman,
superhuman
iva,
Iva
like,
like
yat,
yet
which,
which
nishi,
nihi
at night,
at night
nishayanam,
nishayanam
sleeping carefreely,
sleeping carefreely
dava agnina,
Davagnina
by the glare of the forest fire,
by
by
the
the glare of the forest fire
suchivane,
Suchivane
in the dry forest,
in the dry forest
paridyamane,
Paridhyamyamane
being set ablaze,
being set ablaze
unnasyati,
Unnasyati
would deliver,
would deliver
rajam,
Rajam
all the inhabitants of Raja,
all the inhabitants of Vraja.
ataha,
Ataha
hence,
hence
avasita,
Avasita
surely,
surely
andakalam,
Antakalam
last moments of life,
last moments of life
netre,
Netre
on the ices,
on the ice
pidapya,
Pidabhya
simply by closing,
simply by closing
sa balaha,
So Balaha
along with Baladeva,
along with Baladeva
anudigamya,
Nidigamya
unfathomable,
Unfathomable
viryaha,
Viryaha
prowess.
prowess.
Translation, please repeat again me. On the very night
On the very night
of the day of the chastisement
of the day of the chastised,
of the Kaliya snake,
the Kaliya snake,
when the inhabitants of Rajabhumi
when the inhabitants of Rajabhumi
were sleeping carefreely,
were sleeping carefreely,
there was a forest fire,
there was a forest fire
ablaze due to dry leaves,
ablaze due to dry
ablaze due to dry leaves,
and it appeared
And it appeared
that all the inhabitants
that all the inhabitants
all the
were
inhabitants
sure to meet their death.
were sure to meet their death.
their death.
But the Lord,
But the
The
Lord,
Lord,
along with Balarama,
along with
along with
Balaram,
Balarama,
saved them simply
saved them simply
by closing his eyes.
by
by
closing his eyes.
Such are the
Such are
Such
the
are the
superhuman activities of the Lord.
superhuman activities of the Lord.
Purport. Although in this verse, the Lord's activity has been described as superhuman, it should be noted that the Lord's activities are always superhuman and that distinguishes him from the ordinary living being. Uprooting a gigantic banyan or Arjuna tree and extinguishing a blazing forest fire simply by closing one's eyes are certainly impossible by any kind of human endeavor. But not only are these activities amazing to hear, but in fact, all other activities of the Lord, whatever he may do, are all superhuman, as confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita 4.9. Whoever knows the superhuman activities of the Lord due to their very transcendental nature becomes eligible to enter the kingdom of Krishna, and as such, after quitting this present material body, the knower of the transcendental activities of the Lord goes back to home, back to Godhead. Om Dasa. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurmilidam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Namo Viṣa-toya Krishna-Part-2 Putri Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prachani Nirvishesha-shunyavad Pāśā-desha-dharni Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Śrīvāsadi Gaura Bhakta Vṛndāvana Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. There's two verses continuously. Yes, there are some few more verses. It is talking about more about Lord Krishna, because when Vyasadeva compiled this Srimad Bhagavatam, that time these incidents were happening. So he put more on this. If you see the entire Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto is very big compared to all the other cantos. It is very detailedly explained about pastimes of the Krishna. And wherever the Krishna pastimes is coming, it is explained very detailedly by Vyasadeva, because it happened when he was there. So, and about this, the activities of the Krishna, it is very, the 4.9, Bhagavad Gita 4.9, Krishna himself is saying, Janma karmacha me divyam evam yo veti tatpadaha tyakta deham punarjanma naiti ma medi so Arjuna. One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this material world, but attain my eternal abode, O Arjuna. So, what are the activities Krishna is doing? See, it is not that since the Supreme Lord is there, there is no danger for the people in the Vrajabhumi. It is not like that. Because Lord, it is Lord's arrangement. It is people will think that, where is your Lord when there are so many issues are happening? Your Lord is not coming and saving the people. So that is the way the mundane people who are not having the spiritual knowledge, they will ask when the big mishap happen, some big accident happen, or any fire accident, anything happen, then immediately the people will ask, where is your Lord? Then during the Corona time, all your lords are closed inside the temple. They closed themselves. They are sitting. They are not coming to save the people. So they are thinking that living in this material world is the biggest thing. They are not aware about the spiritual world, and they are not aware that this is the temporary place and it's a jail. It's supposed to be go out of this material world. So that is our goal of life. But because of whimsically what we are doing, the mundane people, they are thinking that we have to, at any cost, we have to sustain in this material world. Even though there are so many problems we are facing in our day-to-day activities. How can I sustain? How can I eat? How can I sleep? How can I make my senses satisfied? So we always thinking from morning to evening the same thing only. But it was just opposite to that in the vraja situation, when Lord Krishna was there. During that time, the entire vraja all the inhabitants of Vrajabhumi, all the Gopa Gopis, everybody, they will think about how can I satisfy Krishna? So how can I associate with Krishna? So their mood always in that mood only. And they were always, it means drinking the nectar by seeing the appearance of Krishna. In front of them, they are seeing the Supreme Lord. It means with it directly they are seeing, they are able to stay with the Supreme Lord. So that is the very topmost, the prema bhakti, that is. They were there, they don't know anything apart from Krishna. They also don't know, because of the Maya, because of the Yoga Maya, they also not aware, Krishna made them not aware that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna also lived as a person, one among them. And even though there are multiple places Krishna did the superhuman activity. So in the previous sloka we discussed, we saw that in the about the Kaliya serpent. The Kaliya serpent, it has the multiple heads, and it was there. It's a very dangerous snake. It was there it came to the Yamunā river, and nobody able to get into the river because he poisoned the river water. So when the animals and Krishna and his friends, they came and drink the water, what happened? Because human being, if you drink the poison, what will happen? You will die immediately. So they died immediately. But by the merciful glance of the Supreme Lord, because the Supreme Lord aware of this activity, these are all the pastimes of Supreme Lord, sweet transcendental pastimes. So just he glanced over the animals and the cowherd boys who were lie down on the banks of Yamuna by drinking the poisonous water. They died. But by giving the glance, merciful glance, they came to their life. They came back to their life. So it is not at all possible for any of the human being in this material world or by any of the demigods. It is only possible for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that's the reason we are calling this all these activities of the Supreme Lord as a superhuman activities. And also in the next sloka, it was mentioned that actually the Kaliya serpent, he jumped into the river to purify the water. Yes, Lord Supreme Lord, when Lord jumped into the water, what happened? The poisonous water became purified by touching this body of the Supreme Lord. And what he did, he jumped on the head of the snake, and he was dancing. So who can dance like that? Even if somebody is sitting, some class is going on, if the snake entered their place, even though you have so many weapons, this and that, it's a small snake entered, what will happen? You will see so much of disturbance over there. We will forget the class and we will just take care of that. How can I relieve from this snake? That is the way we will think. But when the big snake, Kaliya serpent, and Krishna was very small boy that time. So he was jumped into the hood of the Kaliya and he was started dancing. So initially Kaliya thought it is a small boy, but later it is becoming heavy for Kaliya. So Kaliya is not unable to sustain there. And finally he fell on the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord and he took the burden and he said, now Kaliya and his wife, we will go away from this place. So Lord chastised them. He ran away, the Kaliya and his family ran away from the place. And he relieved the Vrajabhumi people through Vrajabhumi devotees through this pastime. And after Kaliya left, everybody are happy. Okay, Kaliya left now. Now we are happy. We can go to Yamuna. We can drink the water, take bath. All the activities we can do with the Yamuna, and there is no problem to animals also. They are carefree now because Krishna saved them. So what? And at the night, what they are doing? They are sleeping. Then what happened immediately? The blazing fire. This is a Vṛndāvana is a forest. So because of the dry leaves, what happened? The forest fire came. So if there is a forest fire, it is not possible to extinguish the fire with our extinguishers, whatever the weapons we have in the human, we have. So recently it happened in the California. What happened? There is a forest fire. So we cannot do anything with the forest fire. We don't have that much equipments to stop that. And there should be a forest, rain should be coming there. Then only forest fire will go off according to the material material time frame. But during that time, when the forest fire was there, so when the forest fire means all the animals, all the people, because a forest fire, it won't come like a small one, because the big trees, everything will, it will immediately, it will the fire will be transferred from one place to another place immediately, because of the wind is flowing here and there. So it will be, the fire will, it will cover the entire the place. So the thing is, the Vrajavasis, they cannot escape from that. So that is a great fire it happened. But Krishna is there, Supreme Lord is there. So I mean, obviously they don't want to fear for anything, but they were covered by the Maya, Yoga Maya. So that's the reason they took the shelter of the Supreme Lord. But what happened? Just Lord closed his eyes, that's all. By simply closing the eyes, the forest fire got vanquished. It is cleared. So how it is able to, by closing your eyes, Lord's eyes, the fire got extinguished. So it is very it's kind of a wonderful act. It is a miracle. It is a miracle for the people. But for Lord, it is just a game. It's a kind of, he's just a playfully, he was doing all these activities and jumping on the, playing with the Kaliya, playing with the fire, everything Lord is doing is just a kind of how he used to play with the, we used to play with the, when doing our childhood, how you play with the playthings, like that he was playing with all those activities. So these are all the superhuman activities. Only Lord can perform the superhuman activities. Nobody else can perform that. Even though there are so many magic, so many gymnastic people are doing, but that is not possible at all by the human being. And there are many bogus gurus in various religion also. They are just faking the people by doing the, hey, I will do the japa for you. Lord is speaking with me. You come to me, all your diseases, I will run away, take away those diseases. Like that, those people will say. But something happened to them or their family members, what they will do? Immediately they will take them to the hospital. So this is happening in the current present world. So they are innocent people are innocent, somehow or other way they want to get the relief. That's the reason they are fall prey to this such a bogus gurus, and they are losing their wealth, health, everything because of this bogus gurus. So the Sanatana Dharma, it is teaching us that if you wanted to, you need to approach a bona fide guru. He will teach you how to worship the Supreme Lord, who is the Supreme Lord, what is the purpose of life, all those things we can get. That is the only purpose. You can go to the Guru for all. Guru cannot do everything. So they cannot do everything in the sense, he can give the guidance only. So how the current present day gurus, they are showing themselves as a bogus gurus. I'm talking about the bogus gurus, not the bona fide gurus. Bona fide gurus never post themselves as a Supreme Lord. And or they are the bogus gurus, what they will do? They will think that they are showing themselves, they are the gods. They are daily speaking with the God. They are giving the pravachan in that way. So when I met the God, I asked, what is this, what is that? So it is not at all possible. How can they meet the Lord? What is your qualification? So just they are for the cheating, to cheat the people, they will to get the money out of them. They are just spreading the bogus things among the people. So the Supreme Personality of Godhead is always, he will be there. If you wanted to see the Lord, you can see the Lord through ears and through the scriptural injections only you can see the Lord. It is not at all possible to see the Lord in this material world through our eyes. So by the mercy, the merciful, the Lord's mercy should be there. If it is mercy is there, then definitely we can see the Lord, like Dhruva Maharaj and Prahlad Maharaj, how they seen the Lord. They also say the Lord. But under the people who were the inhabitants of Vrajabhumi, and although Kauravas, Pandavas, they were also able to see. Even though Kauravas and Pandavas, they were seeing the Lord, Supreme Lord, Pandavas understood that this is the Supreme Lord, and they were seeking the help from the Supreme Lord. But even though Kauravas was there, they were also equally connected with the Supreme Lord, but they were not able to get the mercy of the Supreme Lord because their sense gratification propensity and the demonic nature. So since they have the crooked mind, Lord, even though Lord in front of them, Lord put a curtain over there, the Yogamaya curtain. So there is a only devotee can understand the Supreme Lord, none other than devotees. Other people cannot see the Supreme Lord, and they were able to enjoy the pastimes of the Supreme Lord. Yeah, only the devotees are allowed to do that. So that is the reason the Vrajabhumi people, even though they are the Supreme Lord, the dangers are come. And there are many forms. Dangers came to the Vrajabhumi, like many forms. Even though when Supreme Lord is there, to destroy the Vrajabhumi, there are many dangers came, like Kaliya and the forest fire. There are many dangerous times. But all these dangers are surpassed by the Vrajabhumi devotees. How? The Gopas and Gopis, with the help of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They always, their surrenderness, the complete surrender. They don't know anything apart from Krishna. Whatever they are doing, whatever they are thinking, always they are thinking about Krishna. Whatever the activities, they think that whether the Krishna will happy by doing this activity or not. Even though they are not considering him as a Supreme Personality of Godhead, but by seeing the appearance and attracted by the qualities of Krishna, they were able to, they are just simply, they wanted to working for the welfare of the Krishna only. They were working for the welfare of the Krishna only. And when this fellow, and who is that name? When Kaliya and this other demons, when they entered, Kaliya ran away from that, or other demons are killed by Supreme Lord. So all these activities are superhuman. When he was young, Krishna was there till at the age of 10 only, there in the Vrajabhumi. But he did the superhuman activity which cannot be done, and which in the future also nobody can do such activities. So that is the reason he is a Supreme Lord. That's the reason Krishna is saying that Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo vitti tatpadaha tyaktya deham punarjanma naiti mamaidi so arjuna. So when a person understand and releasing my transcendental activities, so all the activities are transcendental. So we are saying that how it is blazing fire is means fire, extinguishing a fire, and killing a snake is and not killing a snake, driving away the snake and killing the demons. These are all the superhuman activity. So these are the transcendental pastimes of the Supreme Lord. We are releasing the hero when he was doing all this kind of activity in the movie. In the movie, he was doing all those activities like just like a with the dupe and all. He was some jump from the top with all the safety measures. They will do all those things, and not the hero will jump. Some dupe will they will tell you. The originally person will jump from the top. That person, we are naming them, that person as a dupe. The person who is acting, that person as a hero we are giving. So there itself we have the conflict. So similarly, so that activities we are releasing in the cinema, just without having any background, without having any originally it is not happening at all. For that only we are releasing. But when we hear about the pastimes of Krishna, all these activities are, it is by hearing that all our hairs we can stand. That much activities in it, superhuman activities in it. So that is why it is all transcendental activities of Supreme Lord. So when we are releasing these activities, we won't get the taste of the heroes and in the movies or in the play the sports people. We won't get a taste because they are all very chota, so small people. They are whatever they are doing, it is kind of anybody can replicate that. But the Lord's activities, it cannot be replicated by anyone. So this is the way Brahma, he was explaining to Narada about the pastimes of the Supreme Lord. Hare Krishna. Grandaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai.